Hi guys. This is for third, fourth, and fifth graders. We're going to be taking a look at the instruments in the orchestra. We're going to look at each family and talk about how they are unique. And then we're going to play instrument bingo. We're going to make bingo cards and play instrument bingo together. So this should be about a 25-minute lesson, and I hope you enjoy it. So the first family that we're going to talk about is the brass family. And the brass family has four family members: the trumpet, the French horn, the trombone, and the tuba. The biggest one's the tuba. And they are all made of brass, but that's not what puts them in the brass family. What puts them in the brass family is the cupped mouthpiece. Actually, where the sound originates is with your lips. You do something called a buzz, and you put that great sound into the mouthpiece. Ah! Then you put that great sound into the instrument itself. Ah! And that's how a brass instrument makes a sound. Nutcracker March. The second family of instruments we're going to talk about is the percussion family. These are instruments that you hit, shake, or scrape. Hit, obviously, like a drum. Some drums are very big, like this bass drum. They make one sound, boom, 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 boom. Some big drums, like the timpani, can make different pitches, boom, 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 boom. Some drums are very small, the snare drum, and so there's many different kinds of drums. In the orchestra, there are also instruments in the orchestra that you shake, like maracas, like jingle bells. You will notice that some instruments are a wood sound and some instruments have sort of a metal sound. An example of a wood sound would be a wood block. An example of a metal sound might be these finger cymbals. Or the triangle. Some instruments, like these castanets, can only make one pitch. They can't play higher or lower, they can only play one pitch. But something like the xylophone can play different pitches based on the size, usually. The big one is lower and the small one is higher. Some percussion instruments are instruments that you scrape, like these sand blocks, or the gira. On a piano, you hit the key, and the key hit is connected to a hammer inside. That hammer is actually hitting a string. So the piano can be considered a percussion instrument because of the hitting, but it can also sort of double as a string instrument because it has strings inside. And so those are your percussion instruments, the one that you can hit, shake, and scrape. The next family of instruments we're going to talk about is the woodwind family. Woodwinds, like the brass family, are instruments that you blow, but they're a little different, and we'll talk about why. The instruments in the woodwind family include the clarinet, the flute, the smaller flute called the piccolo, the saxophone, the bassoon, the English horn, and the oboe. Remember that in the brass family, your lips made the buzzing sound, but in the woodwind family, some part of the instrument itself, usually a reed, is what's vibrating. This reed I'm going to put on the mouthpiece. and you secure it. Oh, it works better when it's wet, which is why it was in my mouth before. And you secure it onto the mouthpiece. And then this is what's making the sound. Gorgeous sound, right? But put it inside the instrument. Put it on the instrument. Put it on the instrument. And we get this sound. The clarinet. So, in the woodwind family, the saxophone and the clarinet have a single reed. The flute and the piccolo, you blow across the hole to make the instrument itself vibrate. And the oboe, the English horn, and the big bassoon, they have a double reed. They have two pieces of wood. That makes them sound like they have a cold. They have a nasal sound to them. So those are the instruments of the woodwind family. The fourth and the last family in the orchestra is the string family. And the string family in the orchestra consists of the violin, its little bigger cousin viola, the cello, the string bass, also called the double bass, and the harp. There are many other stringed instruments in the world. We think of guitar comes to mind, a mandolin, a dulcimer, an auto harp. There's lots of other instruments that have strings. What makes the ones in the orchestra is that they have a bow. Okay, and I don't have a stringed instrument with a bow at my house. I usually borrow Miss Pulse's violin. Um, so I don't have a bow to show you. I have lots of stringed instruments, but that bow part is the important part of the instruments in the orchestra. Well, there are obviously, they all have strings, and it's the strings vibration that makes the sound. So those are the instruments of the orchestra. Now it's going to be time for us to play instrument bingo. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make yourself a bingo card. I have drawn this one with a marker for you. You just make a big square, okay? And then you're going to divide it into 5 columns. You need 4 lines to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to divide it into 5 rows with 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Find the space right in the middle, and that's your free space. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take a little bit of time. I want you to think about all the instruments that we talked about, and I want you to fill in an instrument, one instrument name in each square. And I'm going to put on little after you've taken some time and done that, then I want you to press play again on this, and I will go through a real quick little slideshow of some more instruments to maybe jog your memory, make you think of a few more if you can't remember. When you have your card all ready, we'll be ready to play. Okay, so now you have your instrument cards made, and it's time to start playing. We're going to play against my kids. This is my oldest daughter, Lucy. She's in 5th grade. Yo. And my younger daughter, Francie, she's in 3rd grade. Hi. Okay, so they're going to help us play. They have made their cards, Lucy's card and Francie's card, and they have pennies. So they're going to mark their spaces with a penny. So we're going to listen to the instruments. You're going to try to beat them. If you win, do a little dance and yell bingo and celebrate. We won't be able to see you winning. So we may keep playing. Once we win, we'll celebrate and we'll do bingo and you can go rest. I didn't win. Okay, so we're going to play 3 times. Um, and as we hear the instruments, we're going to try to guess what they are. And hopefully you can be the first one to know what instruments these are. Okay, girls, you ready to play? Yeah. All right, you ready to play? Okay, here we go. First instrument.
Is it a violin?
It is a violin. So if you have violin on your card, put your marker on there. This is the violin. Okay, let's see what's next. Here it comes. It is a trombone. How do you know that? Let's listen.
If we say that marching in, maybe we could
I'll tell you this part tells me. Did, mic drop. All right, let's see what's next.
trumpet.
Trumpet, that's right. Mark yours if it has a trumpet on there. Got a higher sound than the trombone. Did you have trumpet?
Is it flute?
It is a flute. Really pretty. Some of you might want to play flute in band next year. All right, let's see what's next. What? Tuba, that's right. Good job, Francie. Tuba.
Snare drum.
What?
Snare drum.
Snare drum.
Bingo.
Bingo! Did you win on snare drum? All right, clear your board. Let's play again. Okay, now see if you can beat her. Okay, now see if you can beat her this time.
Piccolo.
A what?
Piccolo.
How do you know?
It's higher than something.
It's high and it sounds like a flute. Piccolo. Good job. All right, let's see what's next. What do you think?
Clarinet.
No, it's not a clarinet. It's more nasal than a clarinet.
Oboe.
Oboe, that's right. That's an oboe. Okay, What's this one?
Timpani.
Timpani drum, that's right. You can hear multiple pitches. Boom, 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 boom. That makes it a timpani versus a bass drum. Okay, let's see what's next. What's that, girls?
Xylophone.
Xylophone, yeah.
Of course, if I write that one down.
Have you won yet? Hope so. All right, let's see what's next. How does it sound?
Clarinet.
It is a clarinet. Glockenspiel, that's right. Sounds like a music box almost.
Snare drum.
Snare drum, that's right. Are you getting close again? Okay. Are you getting close? What's this one?
Trombone.
No.
French horn.
French horn, that's right. It's a little sad. Exactly. How close are you?
Got two.
Mm. Mm. Ooh, what's that, Francie?
Don't.
Listen.
Thank you. I got two.
That's right, that's our gong. There it is. Oh, give me bunny ears. Have you won yet?
No.
No? Oh my gosh, what's that?
Violin.
No?
Bassoon.
It is a bassoon. The lowest woodwind. Ooh, 4 in a row. Or trombone.
Castanets.
Castanets, that's right. Castanets.
Violin.
It's bigger than that.
Viola.
Bigger than that.
Cello.
Cello, that's the one.
Hey, you stole my coins.
No bingos yet?
No.
Have you got bingo yet? I bet they beat you at home. Let's see what this is.
Double bass.
That's right.
Bingo, bingo, bingo!
Bingo, bingo, bingo! Did you win?
Yep.
Yay! Good job.
Yeah, get this slime head off me.
Okay, so clear your board. One more game.
Working on it.
You gotta clear it off?
I am.
Just do
I have a
that.
system.
You don't have a system.
I
You
just do have a
have a
system.
floater. Okay. Are we ready? Everybody got your board cleared?
Yep.
Oh, am I flying? What happened? Okay, yes. Everybody got your board cleared?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Guria or whatever it is.
Zero.
Giro. Where's my Giro? That's a G and Giro. I don't think I have it. Giro. Triangle.
Triangle.
I have to turn around. I don't think I have it. Someone got it. Saxophone.
That's right, saxophone. That's right, alto saxophone. Saxophone.
Violin.
Wow. Bigger than a violin.
Viola.
Viola, that's right.
I've got a viola.
What's that?
Cymbals.
No?
Tambourine.
Tambourine, that's the
Elbow
one.
out of my leg.
Did you have tambourine? Did you?
Bass drum.
Bass drum, that's right.
Be smart.
So the bass drum only has one pitch. It doesn't go higher or lower. It's just the same pitch over and
Now's the clarinet.
over. Now's the clarinet. I like the clarinet. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's next.
Cymbals.
What?
Cymbals.
What?
Cymbals.
Oh yeah, cymbals. Cymbals.
Cymbals.
Let's see what we got now.
Glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel, that's the one. Sounds like a music box. Have you won yet? Bet you can beat these guys with this.
Maracas.
Oh yeah. Do you have that?
Yep. Play castanets, majigger.
And then you'll win?
Yep.
What do you need to win? What do you need to win?
Trombone and
Or gong and piccolo.
why does she have two trompettes? Yeah. But I only have one trumpet. Trumpet? Oh. Come on, babe.
It's okay.
Gonna work. Violin.
That's violin, that's right.
Yay! Ow, get off my foot.
Girls. Violin. All right, let's see what's next. Girls.
French horn?
Sounds like a French horn, but
Tuba? English horn.
listen carefully.
Tuba?
Listen carefully.
English horn?
No.
Trombone?
Trombone.
Please play
Hear that brum? That's trombone for sure. True. All right, let's see what's next.
Trumpet! Right! Ding dong!
Well, thank you so much for playing with us. And if you want to rewind it and try to beat us again, you certainly can. Thank you so much for playing Instrument Bingo, and we've enjoyed our little time together. All right, take care. Bye bye.